you. It's been a while since I've gotten to talk to you from my little baby studio, and I'm back home from my wedding and my honeymoon. I am a married woman, which is weird. I now have 2 little rings on this finger and how do I show this? I also have a little wedding tattoo that my husband and I got. It's the number 2 because we got married on February 2nd, 2/2. So together it's our anniversary date. Kind of cheesy, but I love it, so shut up. I am now Michel Janse Smith. That is right, I have a pronounceable name in my name now, so you're welcome because none of my other names are pronounceable. Getting married is a very fun time in life because you get a lot of gifts. I have gotten so many things, which has been incredible, but because of that, I thought it could be interesting to make a video where I kind of combine my 2 subscriber bases. I have a subscriber base that loves like home decor stuff, and I now have a subscriber base that seems to be engaged or nearing marriage or maybe newly married or whatever. I thought I could talk about what items are worth splurging on in your home and what items you should kind of skimp on in a way that you don't really need to like go all out and buy the full quality items, whether it just be for your own home or if you're registering for things. Because if you're registering for things, now's the time to get those nice expensive items because it's not your money and you're never gonna have this opportunity again. I am the queen of deals and bargains, but having some of these quality things in my life for the first time, I'm like, whoa, this does make a difference in my life. And in reverse, a lot of things that people traditionally register for or buy themselves that are really expensive that they think they need doesn't really make that big of a difference, in my opinion. I'm just a humble opinion. Basically, I have realized that the things that are worth splurging on are the things that you come into contact with every single day. They get a lot of wear and tear, and the things that are least likely to actually go out of style. So the more like utilitarian things, the fabric-y things, some kitchen things. So let's jump into it. The first thing, yes, I am a cook, so I might be a little bit biased here. Also, recently created a playlist of all of my TASTEMADE videos that are on YouTube if you want to watch those via my channel on TASTEMADE's channel below. But one thing that I think is worth splurging on in the kitchen is a really nice knife set. This is one that I got for my registry. I can link all these things down below. Why not? Let's do that. That'll make it easy. You might not realize how important a good knife is until you use a good knife, because let me tell you, all these little babies, I feel like suddenly this video got very violent. All these things, when you use them day to day, make the prep work of actually cooking so much easier, and a good knife will last you literally a lifetime. You just have to go get them sharpened. I have gone through a lot of really crappy knives in my life, and they're just a waste of money. The only other kitchen item that I think is really, really worth splurging on is a nice blender. Now I'm not gonna go grab my blender and bring it over here, but I have gone through so many crappy blenders. So many things. I also blend just a lot of stuff. A lot of my actual recipes include blending, or I registered for a blender that is not only a blender, but can also work as a food processor. You can even, they have like a little dough knead arm on it to knead dough. It has the little smoothie cups. It is a ninja. I feel like there's another word that goes with ninja, but I love it. It has made life so much easier. It will last way longer than the crappy ones I've had before. Next, I have realized now, finally owning quality linen stuff, that your bedding and your towels are worth splurging on. These are some towels that I got. I actually bought these for myself with wedding money. These are from Anthropology, and having a nice towel, oh my gosh, makes a big difference. I also got these. They ended up being a little more overall white than I was expecting, but I tried to find a towel that had grays in it so that, you know, your like makeup residue and stuff doesn't show up as much. I would recommend getting probably a towel that is more of a darker shade than this, but having a nice quality towel just makes getting out of the bath and the shower so much better. They won't pill when you wash them. They'll have a longer lifespan. It's a really fun way too to just bring a little bit of like pop and like liveliness to your bathroom. So that is something I recommend spending on. These, as far as towels go, still weren't the most expensive. These were like almost $40 a towel. I initially had some on my registry that were like $60 a towel. I don't know what those are like. They're probably real great, but this has been a huge step up for me, and I have very much appreciated having that in my life. Next is bedding. Oh my gosh, I did not realize how different your life can be with quality bedding. I have finally found some quality sheets. I had been sleeping on Target sheets my whole life, and I did not realize, I did not realize the difference that quality sheets make. Like, you sleep so much better. You feel like you're crawling in this luxurious hotel bed every night and it's at your home. A precursor, these sheets were sent to me from this brand. I'm not being paid to say any of this, but they did send me their product and I love it, so I figured I would talk about it a little bit. These sheets are from Bedscape and they are a new company, so I'm really excited to find them. I adore these sheets. Even my husband was like, yeah, these are pretty soft, and that coming from a guy is pretty cool. They are an American brand. They are based out of New York. Their kind of goal within bedding is long-term bedding, so they are a little bit pricier at first glance, but it's, I guess, more of an investment thing because it's not like I said, my Target sheets that wear and tear so easily. These will hold up for a lifetime. And it's made out of 100% long staple cotton, and they come in 300 thread count and 350 thread count. The thing that I love most about it is there's no harmful chemicals used in the making of the bedding, and that's really cool because when you sleep on something, you don't realize how much we absorb topically through our skin and how many like flame retardants and crazy things are put on our furniture and our fabric, and those things can actually have pretty bad health impacts on you. So making sure that there's nothing harmful on your bedding, which you are laying in for a third of your life, is very nice. And since they don't have any brick and mortar stores, their costs when you compare it to very similar brands are actually way less because they get to sell to you immediately. So there's no inflation, which is really nice. And if you are interested to make the splurge a little more palatable, they have given me a discount code, so I will link that down below. If you want 30% off, go ahead, use it. I am very thankful to have these. In fact, I might buy myself a second pair so that when these are in the wash, I can put new ones on immediately. I love them. There are a lot of things that people register for or buy and they think they need to spend a lot of money for, and I don't think you have to. I think that there are perfectly good, affordable swaps out there, and I will let you know what those things are. This is the Dutch oven that I registered for, and it is incredible. This is the Aisha Curry Dutch oven, and it was $70, but if you Google Dutch oven, the majority of the ones that pop up are like $700, and that blows my mind. Now, a lot of times, I thought that the cliche registry things I probably wouldn't use, and I registered for this just because I was like, now's the time to get one if I ever get one, but I've actually used it so much. The thing that I love about it is I can make a big thing of curry or soup in this at once, like a one-pot dish, and then just store it in my fridge. And that has made it really easy to meal prep because everything's in one pot. I can just store it like it is, and it's been actually really great, and I'm hoping it's something I have for my whole life. And honestly, I guess I've never used the $700 one, but this works so great that why even bother? Next is fancy serveware, like platters and bowls and things that you would set out at a nice party. The reason I don't think you need to necessarily splurge on this is for actually a couple of reasons. First off, they are highly likely to break. If you have like a china bowl sitting out when you have friends over and things get a little rowdy or someone gets a little clumsy and they knock that thing over, boom, hundreds of dollars gone. I have actually gotten some really pretty serveware. I could show you maybe in another video if you want, and they have all been under $50. I love them. I think they're gorgeous. But another reason, which is my reasoning for a lot of these things, is the style and serveware changes so frequently that whatever you think is beautiful now, you might not like in a year from now. And that's why the other things like blenders, knives, duvet inserts, towels, sheets, those things don't really go out of style. That's why I think that you should splurge on those things and not necessarily on these things. Next, in that same kind of category, is decor. Throw pillows, art, little things you put out on shelves that aren't sentimental. Those types of things also go out of style so frequently, and if you're like me, I like to change things around so frequently that splurging on something doesn't really make sense for me. A $500 throw pillow versus a $30 throw pillow, I don't think people will really tell the difference, and that's just such a quick, easy, cheap way to switch things around. And last but not least is food storage. I got some pretty great food storage that was pretty inexpensive, and some food storage can be so expensive, and I don't understand that because nobody sees it, if that makes sense. For me, the only things that are necessary is it has to be BPA free and go through a dishwasher. So that being said, that's kind of my takeaway with all of these newfound objects of things that I think that you should splurge on, things that I think are totally fine to skimp on, and I will see you very soon. I have so many video ideas. I think that break was good for me. Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention, we've hit 10,000 subscribers. I know in the YouTube world, that's still nothing, but it's a huge accomplishment for me. So thank you so much for subscribing if you have. And if you haven't yet, I would love to keep building this family and this community and this friend group. I have a goal of 15K by my B-day, because it rhymes. And my birthday is March 19th. So that's a month away. That's an aggressive goal, but let's see how close we can get. Okay, thanks guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.